Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. Happy to be back with y'all on this Tuesday. I was gone for the day the other day, getting ready to cover a really fun story in Bayfield, Wisconsin. We're going to be heading back out there, our whole team, for Apple Fest on Friday, October 4th, broadcasting from downtown Bayfield, as we do. And so I got to go out and meet the Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
Was that cool?
It was so cool. Yeah, Mike Berg.
Okay.
He, of all things, operates a blueberry orchard.
How about that?
Whoa.
For Apple Fest.
Yeah, right. But you know, he's been a huge part of the community for about 3 decades, you know, and he has been helping with the parade too, organizing that for all those years. And so they really wanted to pay tribute to everything that he's done. So he's excited, obviously,
cool.
to be the Grand Marshal. What an honor.
So that means he gets to start the parades at the very front of the parade and he gets to kind of lead everybody? Is that how? What exactly does it mean?
He gets to ride in a fancy car and wave at people.
That's cool.
I don't know if they put the Grand Marshal. I imagine he's in the front.
I would think so, right? I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Leading the way?
Yeah,
I know our team members are going to be judging some of those floats.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, some of our Northern News Now folks. So.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for Apple Fest.
Nothing better than fall in the Bayfield area.
Seriously.
Beautiful.
Always beautiful, for sure. Well, coming up on today's show, who can make the better burger here? It's me versus Briggs at the old Breeze Inn. We're creating delicious dishes, having them judged by Ryan and our executive producer, Ben, for this week's Blindfold. And my gosh, the best part was getting to eat all the creations that we made. That was the best.
Yeah,
Tough day for Ryan.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
Getting to sit down and be fed food, that was great. And later, there is a reason your kid might be a picky eater. Plus, we're going to talk about some of the things that I had no idea were items that fell under the category of pregnancy cravings. So we'll get Briggs' thoughts on what the internet has to say about that, too. But first, let's get into today's talker. So according to the Huffington Post Life section, diners can't wait to see numerous restaurant fads get thrown out the window. So that includes the use, guys, of QR codes as menus. And once eliminated the worry about germs on menus, but now diners apparently would much rather flip through menu pages than have to scroll and squint on your phone to read one. And other things diners want to get rid of too are calorie counts on menus, probably so you don't feel so bad about what you're ordering, and having to tip on an electronic screen that is flipped around. So what are your thoughts about QR codes?
I do not like them.
Really?
No,
Whoa.
I don't like them. I just want that paper menu in front of me so I can see. And and sometimes your phone battery might be low, or you're trying to save your battery. This happens to me in an airport all the time. You know, they got the QR code on the menu at an airport, like, restaurant, and then it's like, well, I'm trying to save my phone battery for the plane.
Yes.
Or listen to music or a podcast or something, so I don't want to take it out here and be paging through pages of menus. I don't know.
That makes sense. The other thing, too, about the QR codes is if you have to have it as a menu and someone still comes to you and takes your order, then you're like, oh, well, let me pull my phone back out and try to figure out where I was. There is a brewery I like going to down in Blaine, Minnesota, and you can order at your table by using the QR code, and then they bring your beer to you, and you can also finish paying on your phone.
That's kind of cool.
And you avoid kind of the electronic, you know, it's going to ask you a question.
Yes.
Moment.
Sure. I don't mind that. If it's just something as simple as like a drink that you're ordering, like that's relatively easy.
Yeah.
And if you can pay on your phone, then I'm fine.
That's
But
cool.
if you have to like go through the process of like still talking to an individual.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like to talk to humans, of course, but sometimes the awkwardness of turning around the thing. It's going to ask you a question, and I'm like, oh.
Yep, human interaction. It's strange sometimes, but I just don't like having phones out like in the first place, like at dinner. So like if you have your QR code, you have to pull your phone out, then you kind of leave your phone on the table, and then whenever you get a text, you start texting people. And I don't know, I've never been a big fan of that. But also, some bigger chains have like the thing at the table, the tablet, where you have to like pay. I'm not a big fan of that either.
You can split the bill on the big old tablet.
That is kind of nice, but I kind of like, you know, and interacting with the waiter or waitress or whatever, and giving them my card and be like, hey, there you go, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Showing off what type of credit card you have.
Here's my Wells Fargo number 4.
It's platinum.
Yeah, it's platinum.
Yeah. My husband has a credit card that has a Chicago Blackhawks logo on it.
Whoa.
And so every time he gets a compliment on his credit card, he's like, oh, thank you. And he feels all good about it. So I suppose that would get rid of that.
A Packer fan and a Blackhawk fan.
Yeah, that's the Wisconsin way. They have like weird allegiances to teams because they don't have a hockey team.
That
so
makes
they
sense.
gotta cross borders, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, hey, here's a trend that's going on at airports, apparently. People are taking aesthetically pleasing photos of their belongings in the airport security bins.
Oh, my gosh. we're not going to make it as a species.
Although people apparently love this trend, it's been met with some backlash on social media from people like Hunter or other people who fear they're holding up the security line. TSA has even become aware of this trend recently, saying as long as the staged glamour photos aren't causing delays or issues with other passengers in the checkpoint, they say there aren't any issues with doing it. So,
Yeah, there's no issues, Hunter.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Go in, get out, get your work done, get on the plane, get to your location, have your stupid vacation, and then come back and live your miserable life.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding. That was kind of
Do you guys don't feel the pressure of like lining your stuff up really quick and like kind of like you want to feel efficient for the TSA people because that's
Yes.
how I feel. And so lining it up in the bin,
Yeah.
orderly like that, I feel like a good person. Like I'm helping the TSA. I don't know, but I don't need photo evidence.
No.
Sure. Here are the shoes I'm wearing on my vacation.
How full of yourself do you have to be to take a photo of your bin that you have nicely laid out?
Next time you go on vacation, Hunter, I want to see a airport security bin of your items in here.
I would die. Just the way that it's organized is.
It's just a big pile of not good.
Hunter, not a fan of it.
Nope.
That is an oh no. Here's another annoyance for some. Apparently, Wisconsinites in the southeastern part of the state aren't the biggest fans of people from Illinois. So near the Illinois border, the summers swell with tourists from Chicagoland, and the love-hate relationship apparently very strong. Illinois is the #1 out-of-state market for visiting Wisconsin. That's according to the state's tourism department. And one Wisconsinite told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that residents learned when not to go grocery shopping and what routes to take depending on that time of year.
What would your husband say?
His parents are originally from Illinois. They're from Chicago, and they migrated north and now live in Eagle River, Wisconsin. So I guess they've kind of got both sides of the border going.
It's a love-hate relationship,
Yeah.
it sounds like, between the two states.
Well, coming up, we are making burgers at the Breeze. Hunter and I take to the kitchen for this week's Blindfold. We'll be right back on Northern Lights.
Welcome back. 3 words for you. Blindfold Burgers, Breeze. It is a head-to-head challenge here on Northern Life, testing our team's culinary skills at the Breeze Inn. Let's get into it. You can take it off.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, we're at the
Breeze Inn.
We're at the Breeze Inn. We're going to do a head-to-head burger making challenge between the two of you, with me and Ben judging. We'll judge on appearance, taste, and overall experience. And then give it a name.
Okay, what do we do now?
All right.
All right.
Look
Toss
at
it a
this
couple
fine
times.
specimen, Keith. Yeah. All right, just anywhere on here? I don't grill much. All right.
You know, I don't know if I've ever seen Hunter cook. He's had me at his house before, but I don't think he cooked anything.
Lettuce looks good,
Yeah.
but it's just it gets in the way. It doesn't taste good.
Wasted space in your
Waste-
stomach.
Exactly.
Wasted space in the stomach. Vegetables. Eat your vegetables, kid.
I feel like Briggs hasn't tried as many different things, like foods in her life. So I feel like her palate might not be as creative.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little garlic on mine. Okay.
I think Hunter's gonna stack it high. We saw that with the Sammy's Pizza. He stacked it high with olives and onions.
You also don't want to overdo it too, you know? You don't want to put too many things on there. How do chefs not eat all the time?
It'd be so hard to not pick up a piece of that bacon and just like customers getting one less piece of bacon.
We have Breeze Fest coming up September 28th, 2 to 6. We have local vendors from the Superior area, plus Minnesota breweries also popping up to be here.
You doing cheese on yours?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to set it on?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Put it on.
It's gonna be a leaning tower of pickles.
That, a little culinary.
Ooh, that's cute.
That's gonna be good.
And then we have our Oktoberfest coming up October 19th. 4 to 11, we have 2 bands coming up. Mississippi Mike, 4 to 7. And then we have the Northwoods Band. Yes, Northwoods Band. They're 8 to 11. Oktoberfest beers on tap.
More sauce, Keith. You can never have enough sauce in that. And then now we're gonna do the crisscross pattern, and they also probably teach you this in culinary school. Look at that fine pattern.
That just looks like a blob, Hunter.
This does?
Yeah.
You look like a blob. Don't trap it, whatever you do.
Oh yeah, that would be really bad. That looks pretty tasty.
Doesn't that look amazing?
I'm taking my tray here and putting it on over the thing so it doesn't have the opportunity to spill. Look at that.
Proactive, not reactive.
Now we're gonna do a leaning tower pickles.
Oh, you're doing the leaning?
The leaning tower pickles.
I mean, if you don't pick this one, you gotta be biased. Look at that.
Oh, we will eventually.
Yeah.
Orders up.
I will say, at first glance, I'm appreciative. Oh, I'm appreciative of all the pickles that are on this one.
I love pickles.
But I'm also appreciative of the olive celery olive matchup with the bacon on the right here. Oh, number one's got a little, is that celery salt on there, or is there pepper? I think there's cream cheese on the bottom and a tomato hidden in there.
The fried onions.
Number one appearance, I'm
going to 4. I don't know.
I'll go a 4 on appearance for that one. Oh. Out of 5. Appearance on this one, I appreciate all that's on there. I think it could just get tightened up a little bit. Tightened up a little bit on the appearance. So I'm gonna go 3 on appearance on the right.
I actually like
Whoa, you like that?
the aggressiveness.
The aggression I'm seeing. From
I'm
this
going
patty.
5.
Wow, I think I see onions, tomatoes, mustard. I think buffalo sauce on here. I'm gonna go 4 for creativity on the left. All right, let's go to taste. There is that subtle,
There's like a garlic in it.
but it's good garlic. I'm very impressed by that burger. Oh my.
My gracious.
There's mustard in here, there's tomato, there's onion, some sort of cheese.
That's not a good reaction. That's a terrible reaction.
This is concerning.
There's mustard on that one.
There's some heat too.
There's a lot of mustard in that one. I wonder whose it is.
Shut up, Brad.
I'm gonna give 4.5 taste on that one.
4 and a, we're doing
You can do
half.
half.
I'm gonna do 4 taste on that one.
Doesn't mean you can do half.
I'm gonna do 4 taste on that one.
I'm gonna do 3 on number 2 because there's a lot going on.
It's a party and everybody's been invited. I'll go 4 for overall experience on number 2. Or
I'm
number
gonna do
1.
3 for both.
Okay. 11, 14
Yep.
for 1.
14.
And 14 plus.
So this is coming down to
It's
the
coming
name.
down to the name. We tied 30-30.
Are you serious?
Okay, we got the Leaning Tower of Pickles and the Tower of Power.
One person came up with their name before the other.
We're gonna hand it to the Leaning Tower of Pickles for the winner.
Oh! Good job. That was.
It's been pretty receptive with us being the new owners for a little over 2 years now. We're giving back to the community, doing a lot with local schools in this area, supporting events. So I think we're getting our name out there, saying, hey, we're here to help.
Welcome back, everybody. I love the Breeze.
Yes.
Going there since I was little, so it was so fun to get to go behind the scenes and spend a little time in their kitchen, beat Hunter. That was really fun.
Congratulations, Briggs.
Yeah, thank you.
You would have had negative emotions about the place if you lost.
Yeah.
because, you know,
Might
The
have to
worst
stay away.
restaurant ever.
Just kidding. I cannot. I love their burgers. They're so good. But just the mustard factor on your burger, I was told, was really strong. I don't know.
You almost, it looked like you almost choked right off the bat, or almost.
There was a lot going on Hunter's Burger. That's like, as I heard myself say in that story, you know, you work with someone long enough, you kind of understand whose is whose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Hunter's was a little like a lot
Right
of
off
things
the bat.
together. Briggs's was like, you know, more on point with a theme. So
Yep, that makes
You
sense.
could tell as soon as the burgers came out.
Yeah, I was like, I could kind of tell.
Not everything on my burger were friends with each other, but it worked out. I thought it was pretty good.
It is. We saw with Hunter's Sammy's Pizza creation too.
Oh, true.
When we first started our show, a lot of onions, a lot of peppers on there. But it was a really fun competition. It was really fun to see these two's creativity come to shine through.
That was a blast.
Yeah.
And the best part is you got to eat the burger. Everybody got to have a little piece of it. It was
Good
really
stuff.
good.
And a wonderful team at the Breeze Inn, so we'll have their
Yes.
information about their upcoming events on our website later tonight at northernnewsnow.com. And so the other day, guys, speaking about eating things, our director Shania had the great idea to ask viewers at home for their weirdest cravings they had when they were pregnant. And so if you have some, feel free to comment it on our Facebook, send us an email, send us a message on our Facebook. We'd love to share them or even try them on here. But according to a few websites, here's what I've found. There is one website that claims ice, coal, rubber, soil, and toothpaste are all things women can crave when they are pregnant. And so Briggs, would you agree with that top 5 list of some of the weirdest things?
No, I wouldn't agree. I don't think with any of those. I mean, ice, I guess, I could see that. You know, maybe like the extra hydration, a little crunchy snack, but coal. I've never once thought that I was like, I need a piece of coal.
Yeah, what?
That's just bizarre.
Is this Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas. And toothpaste? No. None of those. I liked much more what you had in the video there. There were some donuts.
No, donuts.
That seems like a relatively normal thing to crave. I haven't really had any cravings. No, nothing in particular.
Gotcha.
So, but a sweet treat. I always crave a sweet treat, no matter what the time.
It's always good stuff.
That should be the criteria for craving something. Is it's edible? First off, like why would you crave coal? That makes no sense to me at all. That's so weird. I don't know.
That's an expensive craving, probably too. You gotta go with the. You get a big old bag of coal for
messy.
your girl. Yeah, no.
If you got to run the furnace though, maybe coal is the best option.
True. Oh man, well hey, if your kid's a picky eater, genetics could be to blame for that. According to a study published in the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry, food fussiness in children is largely a genetic trait. So the study authors said this indicates that genetics have a large influence on a child's reluctancy to try new foods. So for parents out there who are wondering if your cooking is the issue for your kid, it's probably not that. It's probably just the genes you gave them.
Jeez.
I don't think I was a very picky eater growing up.
Really?
You wouldn't want to be around me when I was hungry. My parents and my family would agree with that.
Sure.
I was terrible to be around as a teenager if I was hungry. So that's the best part about being an adult is you can basically access food, usually whenever you would like to.
Gosh, it's so great, isn't it? Being an adult. That whole aspect is the best. Go anywhere you want, drive anywhere you want, and just eat whenever you want. Oh my gosh.
Especially during like the long school days too as kids. It's like I gotta wait until lunch. We have like 3 classes to get through.
Dude, you could be so hungry.
Uh-huh.
I was not a picky eater either.
Nope, me neither.
Ate it all.
Ate it all, but not coal. We're not eating coal here on Northern Life.
Or soil.
Unless you'd like us to. Then we'll talk about it. We'll get to tomorrow's Doesn't Work product after the break.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Every Tuesday during the Vikings season, the players get the day off, but most don't let it go to waste. They use that day to give back to our Minnesota communities recently. The players helped teachers get help for their school this year, and no player was too big to come out to the kids in need of resource in the center in Roseville, to others to help with these teachers, that's for sure. Wow, I butchered that whole thing, but that's very cool.
Here's the
gist.
In short, the Vikings were helping teachers pick out school supplies.
Oh my gosh, that was garbage. I need a Viking to help me read, apparently.
Maybe that could be their next project on a Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Call them up. Mr. Darnold.
Please help me, Mr. Darnold.
Help me read this page like you read the field.
Hey, that's a good one.
That's fantastic, though. Yeah, goodness for them.
Good on them.
Yeah, very good.
Absolutely. Well, whether it's your kitchen mixer, hair dryer, or your TV, your home is likely filled with all types of cords, which can easily tangle up and look a little messy, of course. So tomorrow, Rachel Hackbarth is testing an inexpensive, small device that promises to prevent those types of tangles for this week's Does It Work product. I would be impressed if it does work. I would be a buyer because I could use some cord wrangling.
Yeah,
cord
that makes
management.
sense. Sure.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.